Hey everyone, how are you guys? So in this video I am trying to take you through the CRS tool. So I have a series of videos on explaining the basics of CRS. In this tool you can actually put that to use and see for your individual case how will CRS look, how will be your comprehensive ranking score look. Okay, so before using this tool you should be sure that you are eligible for one of the express entry programs, as I explained in my last video. So have a look at that video. You will understand if you are eligible in one of those programs. Then the next step is to check your score. Now, why do you need to check your score? From my point of view, once you start creating your express entry profile, you are already couple of steps into your journey towards migrating to Canada. You have already invested your money in taking the test. You have already invested money to get your education evaluation. So those kind of investments are already done. And for somebody who is out there planning to move, right, planning to migrate, he has checked that okay, I am qualified say under FSWP, Foreign Skilled Worker Program. I have many years of experience in my country. Now I think I can migrate to Canada, and Canada is welcoming to my kind of profile. But where will I stand in the pools of hundreds and thousands of people? For example, the current draw is happening at 516. We are expecting it to drop by a few more points in the coming weeks, but in the ballpark of 500s, right? So where do I stand? What is, if I create my profile, how, at what like I will be at what score? This will give you him a confidence that yes, I should do that investment in my language assessment, in my education evaluation, and go through with it. Right, so this tool is kind of very helpful. For this tool you don't need any kind of results ready. You can just check your stuff, check your profile, simulate your experience, whatever you think that will be applicable to you, and it will give you a score. So this again takes around 5 to 10 minutes. We will do it together here. Okay, and we'll see how much is our score. So in my last video I did a qualification test, eligibility test for myself, and I was found eligible. So you can look at that video. So now let's go through this eligibility. First question is whether you are married or single. Again, not a very tough question. Married. If you are married, I am married, I am putting married. If you are not, put single. Is your spouse or common law partner a citizen or permanent resident of Canada? Mine was not. No. Will your spouse, common law partner come with you to Canada? In most probably yes. Yes. So these some of the questions followed from your first questions. Okay. How old are you? Basically current age, right? I would say just put a current age, whatever your current age is. What is your level of education? Not a very tough question. Open this. There are few options here. A bachelor's in India or a foreign bachelor is usually a bachelor's in Canada. For this you will have to do your education evaluation, but take a best guess here depending on your experience, right? You know that what kind of experience you have. So like example, I had two bachelors. So yep, 2 bachelors. If you have 1 bachelor, put 1 bachelors. I had 2 bachelors, so 2 bachelors. Have you earned a Canadian degree or diploma? Not very tough. I didn't had any. No. Language test. Is your test less than 2 years old? Your test should be current. In most of the cases, it's not 2 years old, so no. Less than, sorry. Are your tests less than 2 years old? Yes, it's a fresh test. Which language test did you take? There are 2 language tests for English and 2 for French, CELPIP and IELTS. I have a video on the difference between IELTS and CELPIP. I took CELPIP, so I'm taking CELPIP. Speaking. Now this score is kind of, you are simulating your score, okay, minimum is 6, but make sure that depending on your confidence of your English, where do you think you can score? You can simulate it based on your experience, but I would say, like for example, I was confident that I will get somewhere between 10 and 12, and I really got that between 10 and 12. If you are not confident, you can put a bit 9 or 8, but yeah, this is just your simulating, right? So actual results will vary based on your actual test results, but if you want to check, say, okay, let's take 7, okay, let's take 7 all over. You're just simulating here. It all depends on your confidence. Do you have any other language test? Nope, not applicable. Work experience. How many years of experience in Canada you have? If you have any experience in Canada, you put it. Otherwise, no. Like I had, like let's put 3 years. Okay. How many foreign skill experience you have? 3 or more years I have. Certificate of qualification from a Canadian province? Not yet. If you are, these are mostly for skilled trades, but no. Do you have a job offer in Canada? If you have a job offer, say yes. If you don't have, no. Obviously, if you say yes, your points increase. Which NOC is your job offer? Mine was 0, manager. Do you have a nomination certificate? Mostly no, you are just simulating at this point of time. Do you have anybody living in Canada who is a citizen or permanent resident? Yes or no, I didn't had anything. What's the highest level of education for your spouse? If you're coming with your spouse, you have an option of adding their education evaluation to your profile and thereby earning some point. Okay, so if they have, say, bachelor's, my wife had a bachelor's. Does your spouse have a Canada work experience? No, my wife didn't had it. Did your spouse take a language test? If your spouse take a language test, you can still earn more points. My spouse didn't took anything, so I'll just say not applicable. Okay, so how much time it took us? Like 5 to 6 minutes. Now I'm at a stage where I can click calculator score and it will show me the score. So out of 1200 possible score, my total score is 442 based on the answers I gave. Okay, now this basically tells me that okay, 442 means 450-ish. Current score is around 515. If it starts dropping every month by say 7 or 8 points, reaching this will take like how much? 55, around 10 months, around 10 draws. 10 draws is around 5 months, right? 5-6 months. So it will take around 5-6 months maybe to reach this this score. So what can I do? Can I do something to increase my score? Like for example, I can come here and say that I have now improved my English. Okay, I am just too good in English now, right? And believe me, this is not very tough. You have seen me speaking in all these videos. With this level of English, I scored 10 and 12. So it's not a Queen's English that you should be worried about. Come back here and recalculate your score. Okay, so recalculate your score. Now your score is 506. See the amount of difference it makes. Just your English test. From 442 you went up to 506 just because you concentrated on your English language test. And 506, you know what 506 means, guys? 506 means in the next couple of draws you can hit this score. Couple of draws means a month. Like by end of October you can have a ITA or an invitation to apply for PR for Canada. So this is how you will understand where you are placed in the pool and how good or bad chance of a chance you have to migrate to Canada. It's a very good tool. It gives you a lot of confidence. Once you have evaluated this tool, you can find you can start creating your actual express entry profile, and the score would be almost similar, just based on your actual results. So for example, you have estimated that you will score 10 and 12 in English. If you score 9, your score will drop a bit, but it's all a simulation. Okay, so I would say concentrate on your language test more. That creates a huge difference between it saves you a lot of time. So if you spend, even if you spend couple of months studying for that language test, it's still worth it, I would say, because it saves you a lot of time and it gives you a lot of score. Okay, so this is what I was planning to show to everybody who wants to have a look into in the express entry profile. And yeah, that's it from me on this video. I will create few more videos on the actual express entry profile creation, but these two videos are mostly on the tools that are helpful. So have a look, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.